I'm Clint from Swatches, and I'm here with Diana from Syn Studio, Concept Art School. And we are excited to announce a character illustration contest that will be hosted here on the Swatches YouTube channel. So, this will be different than the art challenges that some of my viewers may be familiar with. You will not buy a ticket to get into this. This is free to enter, and it does come with prizes. And that is where Syn Studio is coming in because they are putting up some of the prizes for this contest. This is Diana Van Dam. She is an illustrator and instructor and the director of studies with Syn Studio. Thanks so much for being a part of this, Diana.
Thank you, Clint. It's our pleasure. Syn Studio is a concept art and illustration school based out of Montreal, Canada. So we are mainly online now, although we do have an on-site diploma program, concept art diploma program that's accredited by the Canadian government. And that's a longer 1.5-year program. But all of our other classes are online. They are available to anyone. They're open right now. Anyone can sign up. And they can be purchased individually or in bundles of 5. So we are now taking students' registrations for our summer term. So I just want everyone to know about that.
I'm very happy to have you guys sponsoring the channel. For those who don't know, I have been involved with Syn Studio. I've taught a couple of webinars with them over the last year or so, and I've been part of the portfolio review team that goes in there and looks at the artwork of those applying to their diploma program. They have a lot of great teachers out there teaching a lot of great subjects that you need to get a professional skill set to join the industry. So make sure you're checking out Syn Studios if you're looking for some further art education. The contest starts today, and your finals will need to be submitted by May the 29th at midnight Central Standard Time. Now, we are going to be having a live stream halfway through the contest. It will be on May the 17th at noon Central Standard Time. We will not be reviewing the entries. We're simply going to be doing some drawing ourselves, and we'll be taking comments from the YouTube channel. If you want to leave any comments below that you have questions for us, and we'll also be taking live questions from the chat. It'll be just like a hangout, educational sort of stream.
The prizes that we are offering for this contest are an activity pass for our summer season. So all of the activities that the school is running during the summer term will be available to the pass holder, and they'll be able to participate. And this includes a webinar on illustration portfolio building that you are hosting, Clint, as well as the concept art portfolio building webinar that I am hosting. And there will also be a special premium webinar with Lois, also known as Lois Van Barl, and she'll be doing a workshop on stylization. We'll also have a portfolio review with a professional concept artist, and as well as 2 other social events, an art jam in which participants are given a game brief and they work together in teams, and a quick draw event. So these are more social events for students and participants to get to know each other. So those are the events that are encompassed by the activity pass, and we are also pleased to offer a brand new Huion tablet, drawing tablet. I don't know the exact model as of yet, but we will announce that shortly. Yeah, we're very, very happy to sponsor the channel.
Also going on with first place is going to be a one-on-one hour consult. Let's say one-on-one. It's actually going to be Diana and I are going to have an hour of our time in a consult where we will discuss whatever we need to about where you are with your art. Whether you want us to review specific pieces or give you advice on where you need to go with your education, what you need to focus on with your skills, you will set the agenda for this hour consult. First and second place will both get this as a reward. And first, second, and third place, I am also offering up what we will call a golden ticket. for the art challenges here on the Swatches YouTube channel. We will be starting up some art challenges going forwards with the summer and the fall and later this year. And this golden ticket will allow you to jump into any of these art challenges free of charge. And just let me know, and you can jump in to those. This is a NPC character contest. We didn't want to go too fancy, too big, or too complex with what we want to ask you to do. So we're just going with simple characters. Now you have four choices. You need to choose between one of these four characters, and that is a botanist apprentice, an airship captain, a master cartographer, and a vegetable farmer. Now, these all need to be human characters, and they're over white backgrounds. And it's going to be full figure, head to toe, want to see the whole thing. Now, I'm patterning these after what you might see in a role playing book, such as a Pathfinder book or Dungeons and Dragons book. One character, full figure, very clear. Don't worry about trying to create a lot of drama with your lighting and all that. Let's talk about this a little bit about what we're looking for them to do, what we're kind of looking for them to achieve.
First of all, try to define when the character is, where the character is, who, an age, a body type, and then clear indicators of the profession of the
Hmm.
characters. I would do a little bit of research and try to find out, okay, what does this person use in their
Hmm.
profession, and what kind of work do they do? Okay. Um, and then I would go from there. So an illustration needs to, as you know, it needs to communicate. If the viewer can't understand or is unsure of what they're looking at, it's not really that successful, in
Hmm.
my humble opinion.
Yes. Now, we want to make sure that this is clear that this, what we're looking for in illustration, not necessarily just a character design, though you will obviously have to design the character. What would be some of the differences between a proper character illustration like this and what you might just see as a character design page?
Main difference is that an illustration usually has more of a natural or action pose,
Hmm.
whereas the character sheet, everything is kind of laid out
Yeah, just very flat
um,
poses.
in a more flat pose, in like a T pose or in just a standard front-facing standing pose, so that the design is clear, and the props would be drawn separately. But in an illustration, we kind of want to see a more natural pose
Hmm.
or more of an action pose, that is the character engaged in whatever activity they're doing,
Hmm.
or having even just a natural stance, interacting with the props in some way. And then, of course, we're looking for something full color, fully rendered.
Yes. No, props can be really something that adds a lot to your character. Think about what they can be handling. And that's really what we're looking for. They can be holding something, they can have a bag, they can have an item strapped to them. We're not looking for you to build a set around the character. We are wanting that nice, clean background. We don't even need a cast shadow, it just needs to be the character. A couple of other points. She already mentioned it. Do some research. We want to make sure that you guys are doing the best work you can. We really want to see some good results coming out of the contest. So take the time, do some research, gather some references, do some sketches, and don't just stick to your first sketch. Do several, do some iterations on your idea before you settle on one. And make sure that you are using pose references and character references in order to help get that natural pose like Diana is talking about, and not something too stiff like you might be more acceptable for just a simple character design image. Now, something we do not want you to do is to try to outthink or subvert our expectations. All right. So sometimes you can get carried away with your creativity and you think more creative the better. And you think, well, I know Clint's asking for a vegetable farmer, and I know he said human, but I bet he'd be really impressed if I could turn it into an alien. And this alien is like growing people as vegetables. And he's like harvesting a basket of humans because he's a giant. And this is just really going to show him how creative I am. No, no, that's not what we're asking for. Just stick to what we're asking for and just do that as a good job. Just do a good job at that and show us that you can do something that's straightforward and you can follow the outline and you can do a good job doing it.
We were looking really for a fantasy character. So the genre
Yes.
should be medieval fantasy. So we're not
Yes.
looking for sci-fi or space vegetable farmers or space cartographers. Although that sounds like a cool idea. That's, we are looking for something that's more in a Pathfinder D&D
Yes.
uh, vein than something else. Yeah.
Now, if you do want the full write-up of the outline and where to send the files and what we're looking for, you can check out for the file. It'll be in the description below. You can download that and have the full details to reference later. It is for non-professionals, so that means we're going to just say less than half of your annual income needs to be from doing illustration. So if you're a graphic designer, that's fine. Even if you're a 3D modeler, that's fine. But if you're doing 2D illustration for a living, sorry, leave this one to the students and to the amateurs. Okay, as far as specs, we are needing the file to be 3,000 pixels wide, 4,000 pixels tall. Save it in a high resolution JPEG and upload it to the provided link below. And do that by the date. If you do not follow these simple specs to the challenge, it is not going to be accepted. If you send me a full PSD file with all your layers, I'm tossing it. If you send it in or try to send it to me through my email or some other means, sorry, I'm tossing it. Just follow these and we're going to be all good. And then we will look at the finals and announce the winners on the 31st.
Just wanted to say to everyone who is going to be participating, thank you. We appreciate it so much. We look forward to seeing your artworks and to the winners, and we'll be promoting those on our social media channels. So we're really excited for that. And yeah, thanks again for hosting, Clint.
All right, thank you guys, and I will see you for the contest.